Hello and thanks for joining us. The NBA Cup is underway. This is game 2, and things will only get more intense from this point forward. Tonight, it'll be the Detroit Pistons going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Ali LaForce joining us courtside. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaking out. You look at the Pistons, they love where they stand right now, first place. And of course the Philadelphia 76ers, only a few spots below.
Checking out Philadelphia, they've stayed within arm's length of the conference leaders. That in itself is an accomplishment at this point in the season.
But it's something we expected. This team was built to compete with anyone.
Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Trendon Watford is out there with Kelly Oubre. And it's Embiid in at the center position. And for Detroit, Harris and Duren together in the middle. Cade Cunningham out there with Duncan Robinson. And it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. You look at the Pistons, they won their first group stage game. A nice beginning to their NBA Cup journey.
Yeah, they want to keep that momentum from their first Cup game going. They're at home. That always helps. This is a massive game for them if they want to advance.
And as for Philadelphia, this is a vital game in the Cup for them. They lost their group stage opener. A loss tonight could end their run. Oh, big finish!
Wow. Okay, I see you. Smart pass. You'll have to love that all-around game of Tyrese Maxey.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. And here's Detroit. Thompson outside. Down low. Here's Harris. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
As pretty much any coach, that's how he'd like to start the game.
Embiid, a screen on Cunningham. Embiid against Duren. Shots blocked.
Yeah, anytime you put the ball up near Duren, there's a chance it ends up back in your face.
Cunningham on the wing. Maxey covering. Clock at 6. Maxey against Cunningham. Some solid defense from Maxey. The 76ers have gone 1 for 3 so far. Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Outside Robinson. Detroit moving the ball around. For 3, here's Harris. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Coming into this, having knocks to win against Boston in their last game.
And they were aggressive. I mean, they went at their opponent, showing they belong.
And here's Detroit, trailing by 2. A moment to hear from Ali LaForce.
Well, Cade Cunningham is leading the way for this Pistons team. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said he shows belief in his teammates, and that's what leadership is. He's with you during the good and the bad. That gives the rest of his team more comfort and confidence. Back to you guys.
Establishing the mindset. Ali, thanks very much for the report. For 3, Maxey. Duren with a rebound. Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Thompson passes to Robinson. 1:03 left in the first. Kicks it out to Cunningham. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Maxey passes to Watford. Maxey against Cunningham. From deep. Philadelphia with another miss.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Harris down low. Watford covering. And there's a 3-second violation. Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. And the Pistons going with a whole new group out there. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 for 7, a sluggish start. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Embiid against Stewart. Now Embiid, hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them. Shoots over Stewart. That one's wide left.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
That's the end of the first, and both teams still warming up their offenses. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from Detroit, what do you guys think?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
Isaiah Stewart out there with Holland. Then there's Marcus Sasser. Then it's Javonte Green. And it's LeVert in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Detroit starting the second.
He's a small guy with big hops. Maxey goes up high for that finish.
Well, the rise of Tyrese Maxey has been fun. What do you think makes him such an exciting player, RJ?
Oh, it's his speed and tenacity for sure. He might be the quickest guard in the league right now. And in addition, he's also become an absolute knockdown shooter.
And the shot goes down.
Oh, explosive crossover. How's that for a move?
Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. LeVert goes against McCain. Outside Maxey. Shot clock at 6. And he lays it up and in. Maxey's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Continuing to work, no give from Maxey, even amongst the bigs.
Maxey's gone 2 of 4 so far tonight. And so the timeout by JB Bickerstaff here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. A big group substitution here for Detroit. Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Thompson comes in for Green. Robinson, he's checked in for LeVert. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Sasser. Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Walker comes in for Edwards. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Tyrese Maxey.
And I like how tough Cunningham is, welcoming the contact on the way to the hoop.
It's his first trip to the line. He misses the free throw. Something fun about this NBA Cup tournament are the nights where we only have Cup games. It's a playoffs-like atmosphere.
Yeah, especially with the way these NBA Cup games affect everybody's standings within the tournament. Every game becomes important, and it just makes it that much more exciting to watch.
Well, Richard, the Sixers with a lot of money tied up in Tyrese Maxey, Paul George, and Joel Embiid.
Ooh, that's not a lot of flexibility. They need those guys to be healthy and contributing. The talent is there, but it also has to be about the availability.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the second. Count it.
Yeah, a graceful touch from Cunningham, making that floater look effortless.
Now here's Maxey. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Boston.
And how about the passing? We've seen this from him. He's just absolutely shredding the D to pieces right now.
with the rebound. Duran's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Cunningham on the wing. Thompson scanning the floor. To the inside. It's stolen by Maxey. Fast break. Here comes Philadelphia. Fires the 3. Fires in the triple. Maxey's got 7 now in this quarter.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Back to Cunningham. Some solid defense from Maxey.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Outside Robinson. Thompson right side. It's stolen by Maxey. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Walker. Pass to Maxey. The 3 is up. Yes! Great play by Walker to set it up. And now a 5-point 76ers lead.
I just love the ball move.
Here's Cunningham. Oh! Cunningham finding a way. What a performance for Tyrese Maxey. He has been the story for the 76ers. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks, guys. Duell, how do you evaluate your performance so far?
I think defensively I'm doing pretty good. Offensively, I still got to work on a lot of stuff. But it's going well. I just got to calm down, slow down, let the game come to me, and we'll be all good.
With patience, it'll be all good. Thanks, Duell.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Welcome to halftime. First up, let's check out what games are tipping off tonight. The Knicks playing in New York City as they go up against the Heat. Tip-off is 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
There's plenty on the line in this game. This establishes the pecking order.
Yeah, but it may just come down to which team gets hot. And I don't know which team that's going to be, but whatever team gets hot, watch out.
And now back to that first half. How about Tyrese Maxey? He was getting whatever he wanted, whenever he wanted it.
He's lighting this arena up. I mean, the numbers don't lie. Defense out there searching for ways to stop him, and they can't find no answers.
Nope, yep, they keep looking for those answers, Shaq, and I'm not sure they'll find them, though. Even when you bring 2 guys to him, he usually has an answer of his own.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Without question, Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
Not only does he have solid defensive instincts, he just plays extremely hard. And I know people might not realize this, but that is a skill, and it is very difficult for the opposition. It is a recipe for disaster.
Pistons trail by 3. RJ, was a wild year in Philadelphia. They used 30 players last season.
Third most for a team in league history. They set a record for different starting lineups with over 50. Yes, 50 combination. They're hoping for a little bit more consistency this year.
Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Trendon Watford is out there with Joel Embiid. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position. 5 on the clock. Duran with a steal. Cunningham outside. Pass to Harris. Over Oubre. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Decent look from mid-range. You almost have to take that shot to keep the defense honest.
And that one, good. Oubre's got his first basket.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
Here's a look at the current NBA Cup standings for you, right in the middle of group play.
Yeah, and at this juncture, you can't win the NBA Cup. You can certainly lose it. Lots of teams are close to being eliminated. This is just such a fun competition.
Cunningham on the wing. Maxey covering from 13. And it's Cunningham missing. The Sixers lead by 3. Pass to Edgecombe. Philadelphia moving it around for 3. Maxey. And it's Harris with the rebound.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Cunningham against Maxey.
2 minutes remaining.
Now here's Cunningham. He's closely guarded. It's not going to go for him. Embiid with the nice defensive effort. Cade gets going. And he banks in the layup. That's 7 points for Cade Cunningham.
And I love the energy from Cunningham inside, pushing to get the bucket.
There's a minute 34 left in the third quarter. Here's Maxey. Pass to Embiid. It counts! And the foul! That one on Duren.
Great recognition of the mismatch, abusing the smaller defender. Poor guy.
Well, for Joel Embiid, he has one MVP, but Richard, you wonder, could he have won more?
I think he and Jokic would have gone back and forth. I still think he has some great basketball left in him, though.
Levert's checked in for Detroit.
A scoring machine. There's just no shot Embiid's afraid to take.
Pistons trail by 4. And the dunk by Duren.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
The 76ers have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. For 3, Maxey. The rebound by Detroit. Duren's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Harris on the wing. Embiid covers. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Stewart, he's checked in for Duren. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Walker's checked in. .56 seconds left in the third. Stewart, a screen on Walker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Robinson on the wing. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Grimes' shot is off. The Pistons have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Thompson passes to Stewart. Now here's Robinson. Walker covering. Back to Stewart. And finished off by Stewart.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. And here's Embiid. He's got 5. From deep three-point range. Oh, he makes the buzzer!
How you finish a quarter.
Wow.
You play to the buzzer. You never know what's going to happen.
Whoa! The heave to beat the buzzer. Woo.
Yeah, that's 1 in 100 type shot. But hey, that is why you just throw it up there.
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Philadelphia on top. They're up by 3. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. We have a chance. Let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Kate Cunningham out there with Marcus Sasser. Then it's Karis LeVert. Then there's Holland. And it's Stewart in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Detroit right now. LeVert passes to Cunningham. Pass to Stewart. Here's LeVert. The 6-footer. And again, it's Detroit converting.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
McCain against Cunningham. This one for 3. Barlow misses.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And here's LeVert for 3. And Grimes pulls it down. The Sixers leading. Here's Maxey. And there's the screen. McCain. Can't hit it.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
We've gone about a minute and a half into this 4th quarter. LeVert outside. The steal. Here's Barlow. Maxey surveys. Money from 3.
ICE. Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. And a new group getting ready for the Pistons. Duran, he's checked in for Stewart. Harris comes in for Holland. Thompson, he's checked in for LeVert. And it's Robinson in for Sasser. A big group substitution here for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Bona. Watford comes in for Barlow. Oubre, he's checked in for Grimes. And it's Edgecombe in for McCain. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
JB Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. Coach wanted to see more urgency when it came to closing out on shooters. He said, quote, right now we're jogging at them on the perimeter. It needs to be a sprint to run them off the line. We'll see if the guys have it in them.
As always, Allie, we thank you. And he drives in. Oh, the stuff!
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Pistons trail by 6. Outside Robinson. Now Cunningham. Cunningham takes the hit and puts it in.
Not afraid of taking big shots. Cunningham rises to the occasion and delivers.
Up top, Embiid. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And the Pistons shooting efficiently, 50% so far. Duran, the screen. Now Cunningham. From about 16. Nope. And that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul.
And here are the 76ers. Here in the 4th, they've allowed just 4 points. Here's Embiid. Okay, knockout! Wow! And he slams it down.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. How about that elevated look on the AT&T connected cam? This is what it's come down to.
Yes, indeed. A monster possession.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Eight-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Cunningham cashes it in.
You have to admire Cunningham's concentration in these spots, refusing to let the defense overwhelm him.
Tyrese Maxey, third personal foul, first team foul. At the line for Detroit, Cunningham, Cunningham. One shot.
Cunningham, no good on the free throw. And now we've got an intentional foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
At the line for the Sixers, Watford,
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Taking full advantage of his opportunities at the line to extend their lead.
Robinson fires. Outside Harris for 3, and he nails it.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
at the line for the Sixers, Tyrese Maxey, 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That pretty much good.
And so it's Philadelphia with the W. Their record is now 1-1 in this group round, and you know they're breathing a sigh of relief.
But that's only temporary. They're going to have to dig deep if they want to eventually hoist the NBA Cup.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Joel, in the past, you've certainly had your critics, and you have not run from them. What are you looking to prove out there?
Just being dominant, so I want, every time people hear my name, I want them to know that I'm a dominant player.
Well, you do have the ability to dominate every single night. Good luck moving forward.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Tyrese Maxey.